Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. Today is December 1st. I am Kathy, and welcome to Yarn with Heart. During December, I will be opening Advent gifts from Cambridge Fibre Limited every Friday. That will be in a second bonus video, so if you'd like, you can watch here and then zip over to that second video too. Today in this yarn chat, I will be sharing about some December events that I will be following. I have 4 hat finished objects and 1 blanket finished object, and a quick update on my Scrappy Granny Squares blanket. Welcome back, and thank you so much to everyone who's returning. Thank you so much for taking time to pop back. I love your comments and your likes and subscribes. And anyone who is new, so happy you stopped in, and warm welcome. For those who are new, each week on Friday, I share some of my works in progress and finished items. Most of my makes are for donation, so I keep costs down. I share where I purchase patterns and also let you know when there's a free option available. Yarns that I use are usually acrylic, and I share some of my shopping adventures. Yes, I do budget, and yes, I also definitely splurge now and then on both patterns and yarn. When I show you my projects, the pattern info is in the description, and I will try to let you know the yarn and the hook size. Also, I might try to share a few tips that help me along the way. So the first Friday of the month, I try to share some of the December events that I will be following during the month. And this month, one of the things that I will be following is something I've followed for a few years now in December. It's called 24 Days of Quickies with Marley Bird. I look forward to this every year, and this year's no exception. She'll be sharing a couple of crochet patterns and a knit pattern every day during December, and also I think there's going to be something that's purchasable that will be at a very economical price that's offered each day as well. I learned about 10 years ago crochet partly from Marley Bird, from Marley, partly from a few other people who had crochet lessons on video. That was a long time ago, 10 years. And last year I learned continental knitting from Marley, so I really do enjoy her. She's one of my favorite teachers. Other events for me this December are Advent Yarn-a-thons by some of my YouTube friends. Diane from My Pink Bathtub Knits will be opening lovely yarns each day in December. Like me, she's also from Canada. I'm from Ontario. She's from Manitoba. She loves to knit, and her videos are humorous as well as educational at times. So I've learned so much from her. She makes wonderful knit items and is very successful at selling them at markets. So I'm looking forward to her yarn events that she'll be doing daily. Judy from Judy's Creations in Crochet will be opening hand-dyed yarns every other day during December. She's she's named it the 12 Days of Christmas. Judy's also from Ontario, and she enjoys sharing her love of crochet and hand-dyed yarn. She makes items and has sold them through Facebook and also through craft markets in her local community. Make-alongs that she's had have challenged me to try new things, and I enjoy her videos very, very much. There's a third person who I'm going to be following, Lynn Ann from Nina's Knots Crochet. She'll be opening her Advent yarn on a Vlogmas starting December 1st. Lynn Ann is from Florida. I wandered over to her channel after hearing she was putting together granny squares for Boggy Creek Camp, and her videos are warm and inviting, and she talks about crochet, yarn, sometimes knitting a Tunisian, and I appreciate her as she inspires me. And like many of my YouTube friends, she's wonderful company while I crochet and sip my tea. So I really do enjoy all three of these wonderful YouTube people who will be opening yarn. Yeah, so those four are the events that I'm going to look forward to this December. Now, on to the finished items. This particular first item is a Boggy Creek Christmas Blanket by Angela at My Precious Yarnery. There's a free tutorial on her YouTube video. I used a 6mm hook and Bernat Super Value in winter white, cherry red, and Kelly green. I don't know if I can get the whole blanket onto the video. Maybe I'll put a picture of it up in the corner so you can see the whole one. And I'll come up closer so you can see the wonderful textured stitch. Now, as far as the amount of yarn, I think I used pretty much one skein of Bernat Super Value in the winter white, and I used one and part of a second ball of both the Kelly green and the cherry red when I was making this blanket. And again, a 6mm crochet hook. Yeah, I follow Angela and also, as I mentioned earlier, Lynn Ann at Nina's Knots Crochet. This was important to me to make blankets for Boggy Creek because I have a sister who, when she was a teenager, found that she had a genetic autoimmune condition and was in and out of the hospital frequently. So I really did want to make something to contribute to this blanket drive. Information about this Boggy Creek camp and the blankets, where they're going and the reason why, is available through She's Got Yarn, Charmed Grammy Crochet, and Crafty Floridian. I will link all of those YouTube channels below because I'm not an expert in the information. I'm just providing a couple of blankets and really did feel that I wanted to do something to help because I think it's wonderful what they're doing, and it touched me greatly that they would be helping young people in this way. Now is a good time to do an update on my granny square blanket because Lynn Ann Lynn inspired me to try doing a granny square blanket, and this one also I'm hoping will go to Boggy Creek Camp. I'm having a little bit of trouble with deciding how to join the squares. I think I have the plan in place now. That's why I'm only part way finished with joining, and I'm going to hopefully complete this coming week so I can send the two of them off to the blanket drive. Yeah, so that's the update about this blanket. I had hoped that I'd have it done, but I spent the last while taking the squares apart and rejoining them so that I'd be a little happier with the finished blanket. Now, the other finished items that I have are hats. I found out last Sunday that a local organization would be collecting and distributing to a local shelter. So this is something that I wanted to participate in, and I had some Mary Maxim Titan yarn that had been in my stash. I got it from a mystery bag quite some time ago, and this has made some really warm, nice hats. One of them that I made is a snow day pattern. This is a pattern by Jerry Birch. It's a free Ravelry download. I used 5.5 millimeter needles, both 16-inch circular and DPNs, double point needles. The colors are white, light gray, and cottonwood. This hat I used the leftovers after I had made all the other hats. So it's not the combination that I might have started. This is a different combination than I might have otherwise used, but I think it turned out okay. I used the 5.5 millimeter because I didn't have a 6 millimeter double point needle, but again, it made for a warm fabric, even though the yarn usually requires a 6 millimeter. I think it's got enough drape and will be a nice warm hat. Another that I made, this one is a crochet hat, is called the 1.5 hour Chunky Beanie. This one was Crochet Dreams hat, and it was available for $3.99 on Ravelry, or I did use the free version, and there's a video also available on the website. So again, this one I used the cottonwood color of Mary Maxim Titan and white for the brim. The brim was with a 6.5 millimeter hook and an 8 millimeter hook for the rest of the hat. The third hat that I made was the Thick and Quick hat by Salena Baca from American Crochet Association. This one has a paid version available on Ravelry, or there's a free version on her blog. I used a 10 millimeter crochet hook, and the Mary Maxim Titan yarn I used was in the color Seafoam. I had a little bit of the Seafoam left, so this child size hat I made using the Bristow Beanie by April Garwood from Banana Moon Studio. This one's available as a paid version for $3 on Ravelry, or there's a free version available on the blog. I used a 5.5 millimeter needle, 16-inch circulars, and double point needle. The white is in the main body of the hat, and seafoam for some of the accent color. And I'll bring it closer so you can see the texture in this hat. So again, those 4 hats, I quickly made them in a couple of days. Probably these 3 I made in one day. And to be honest, it took me, I don't know what happened, but it took me more time, a full day, to do this hat, because I just had a little bit of a struggle, not with the pattern, just with my own skill set when it came to making this one. So I'm happy with everything here, and I look forward to doing my second video, the advent for Cambridge Fibers, opening my packages from Cambridge Fibers, and I'll be doing that each Friday during December. So to everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful weekend and enjoy your crochet, enjoy your knitting, and I hope to see you next Friday.